The craziness is just over the top. We all know about our political situation. Every day things are happening that make us shake our heads and actually say to each other, what is wrong with people? I hear this so much now. Has everybody lost their minds? It's driving people crazy. But I don't even want to talk about politics today, even though there's pretty much an endless monologue there. We could go there, but that's not where I want to go. I was on Reddit recently looking at the post for Christians in the Debate a Christian section of the forum. Listen to these debate subjects. According to the Bible, babies should go to hell. Adam's sin is greater than Jesus' sacrifice. According to the Old Testament, Jesus' death is invalid. Christianity makes killing babies moral. God is not God. Christians do not care for non-believers. Christianity's earnest belief in magic discredits miracle claims. Are you kidding me? These are the subjects of Debate a Christian? This is what's on the minds of people who want to debate Christians? This is just a free-for-all on reason. And this relates to politics too, as well as economics, seeing some of the political campaigns that are going on now. It's a free-for-all on reason, and it has to stop. Here's what I see. People with barely enough knowledge to be dangerous, drawing conclusions before they do the necessary research, hypothesizing ridiculous positions, but then defending them to the teeth in the face of evidence to the contrary. This is our world, and it's scary that this is becoming the new standard of argumentation and debate. But it's not only that, it's becoming the plumb line of knowledge. We used to call this stuff pseudo-intellectualism. But now, such things can get not only a collection of likes, but also respect from other people who have not done the homework. You can tell that my frustration level is high, and it really is. Today just must be one of those days. But that's because it's a never-ending barrage of obstinance from accusers who don't know what they're talking about. So where do we go with all this? First of all, my first point, the podium does not belong to people who can scream the loudest. We all have to work together to make sure the microphone is the hands of people who know what they're talking about. We have an obligation as a moral and educated society to enhance the voices of knowledge, even if we don't agree with them, and to subdue the voices of ignorance. I am not saying that only people should speak who agree with me. I'm saying only people should speak who have done their homework. It's responsibility. It's our responsibility as thinking people to promote the ideas of other thinking people, not just of loud people. The second thing I say, propositional truth propositional truth just has to win the day. This nonsense about relativity and my truth has played long enough and ruined too many young minds. There is no knowledge, no logic, and no science without propositional truth. It's time for the culture to rally around things that can actually be known rather than what is allowed because of the color of my skin, my gender, my age, or the amount of money in my bank account. Truth is truth, and we as a culture need to stand up for truth because we're falling for the theater of the absurd. Third, where do we go with this? Calling names is not a position. It just shows a lack of rebuttal. Let's leave the name calling to grade school bullies and talk about issues and truth and evidence and reality. Fourth thing, chanting slogans and holding up signs is not how you justify your beliefs. It's only how you make them known. But if you can't support your position and you have nothing to say except your slogan and hostility and name-calling, then go home and read a book. Do your homework, and then let's have a conversation, not a shouting match. I'm so tired of this. I know every village has an idiot, but too many idiots spoil the village. If we don't stand up now against this nonsense, we will succumb to the nonsense. It's already knocking at the door.